Oh, do you have to like that? The lean in. Kaboom! Whoa! What a shot. Sweetness! Nice little move. Wow, what an entertaining game. Your McFarland Spartans. McFarland Spartan basketball is on the air. Good evening, Spartan Nation, and welcome to McFarland Boys Basketball. My name is Bill the Big K Cather, your play-by-play announcer, just a 67-year-old, two-time cancer survivor. Again, just living the dream of bringing McFarland youth activities to you. And still, I'm going to throw this out again, ESPN, waiting for them to give me a call. I'm getting my hopes back up, maybe. Late season hopes here. I'm going to do my best tonight to keep this telecast accurate, informative, and entertaining for your viewing pleasure. Let me first give a shout out to those watching tonight in McFarland, in Jefferson, tonight's opponents, Kansas City, Minneapolis, Chicago, Houston, the Herbots in Houston, Brett, Cheryl, Hannah, Jason, and Craig, all sending out birthday wishes up to Sam Hansen tonight, who's 17 years old and a starter tonight, as well as people watching in Pennsylvania, California, Florida, and even Shanghai, China. Hi to Mark and Leah Hefty. For your information, these games can again be viewed live at Cable 982 for those of you who are local, or live streamed at our website, YouTube/McFarland Cable. And they can be viewed at any time, tonight, tomorrow, next week, next month, whatever. So again, that website is YouTube/McFarland Cable. While I continue to preview tonight's game, I hope you appreciate the efforts of the McFarland Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Ben Peterson tonight. And as I usually do, I will be paying tribute to fine young gentleman, Badger Bill Garvey, who is a music legend and coaching legend here in McFarland, who lost his battle with cancer 3 years ago. So as a tribute to him, I always sing the school fight song. So when it comes that time in my introduction, I'll always stop, interrupt myself, and do a little, as I call it, Cather karaoke on the school song, a tribute to Badger Bill Garvey. McFarland Cable 982 is a function of the Village of McFarland and is producing high school sports as a result of a community survey and fan interest, indicating viewers like you at home as well as fans here desire this type of programming. Cable 982 is not funded through tax dollars, so please let your village officials know by way of an email, a phone call, how much you enjoy these high-quality productions. The positive efforts of our McFarland youth deserves to be recognized in all forms of media, the State Journal, the Thistle, as well as Cable 982 TV. So once again, thanks for your support. And on tonight's telecast, I've got Ben Becks, Patrick Morn, Andrew Day, and on the board, Ryan Denzer tonight, and I'll be thanking those gentlemen several times throughout the night. And public address announcer John Wells just announcing school songs will be played here in a moment. So again, we'll start with the Jefferson School Fight Song, followed by the McFarland School Fight Song. And again, it will be Cather karaoke at the conclusion of the Jefferson Fight Song. So I'm just going to talk here for a quick second, and we'll kind of delay myself until I get to that point in the telecast. Again, when I'm finished, I'll be running down our Spartan sponsors, of which we have many in this community. So I'm very thankful to all of them. And again, we appreciate the fact that if you get out and use those sponsors, that would be wonderful, as well as give them a little shout out and say thank you very much for your support of McFarland high school activities, not just basketball and athletics, but also other things, club activities, trips, the band, drama club, you name it. So thanks again, McFarland sponsors. So I'm just kind of loosening up my vocal cords here and getting ready, and here it comes, Cather karaoke and a tribute to Badger Bill Garvey, music legend, coaching legend, gone but never forgotten Garvey. Fight for our Spartans, valiant fight, for our colors, brilliant fight, fight McFarland high, don't let them buy you, rah, 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 hail to our Spartans, valiant, hail to our colors, brilliant, though odds be great or small, we're victors overall. That one's for you, Garv. I always look heavenward and thank the good Lord that I had the pleasure of knowing you, and all positive impact you had on this community, both musically, athletically, and just as an all-around great human being. So thanks again, Badger Bill, my tribute to you. Okay, tonight the opponent will be the Eagles of Jefferson High School. And outside tonight, it's kind of a balmy 15 degrees, according to Mr. Gary Indiana Canalti, Mr. Bob Lindmeyer, ABC, and even Al Roker over at NBC. But we really don't care because we are live inside the McFarland High School gymnasium. Tonight's team, the opponent, the Jefferson Eagles, a Division II school, 636 students, coached by Mr. Jay Benish. Overall, they're 4-14. They are in 5th place, presently 4-9 in the Rock Valley North Conference. They're averaging only 43 points a game, and their opponents are giving 62. They're led by 6'1" senior Matt Welper, averaging 13.5 points a game. 6'1" senior Jackson Cotta, 12.9 points a game. And it was 5'7" senior Dan Aumann, but Dan Aumann, as well as Mr. Decree, Chris Decree, will not be playing due to injuries tonight, so that's going to not help the Eagles. For your McFarland Spartans, Division II school, 718 students, coached by Mr. Jeff Meinholz, assisted by Mr. Chad Pele. Overall, 11-8, 8-5 in the Rock Valley Conference 3rd place, averaging 64 points a game. Their opponents 62 points a game. Led by 6'6" senior Benjamin Air Rounds, 23.1 points a game, 8.8 rebounds, 22 assists and 13 steals. 5'11", points a game, 45 assists and 8 steals. 6'6" senior Nolan the Rail Splinter, 8.6 points a game, 5.2 rebounds, 12 assists and 9 steals. 6'2" junior Brandon Greenacres, 6.4 points a game, 3.5 rebounds, 12 assists, 11 steals. 6'2" sophomore Brady the Blender Butler, 5.4 points a game, 3.3 rebounds, 30 assists and 9 steals. And 6'1" junior Nick Messi, the soccer player Hildebrand, 3.4 points a game, 24 assists and 5 steals. And also getting the start tonight, 6'3" junior, 17 years old today, Sam I Am Green Eggs and Ham Hansen, averaging 3.7 points a game, 11 assists and 11 steals. In their first meeting this year on January 5th, McFarland won 53-45 down to Jefferson. Benjamin Air Rounds, 21 points and 11 rebounds. And for Jefferson, Dan Aumann, who will not be playing tonight, was their leading scorer at 12. Cather's keys tonight for Jefferson. First, shut down Benjamin Air Rounds. Second, they need to play aggressive team defense due to the height disadvantage they're going to face tonight. Third, limit their turnovers. And fourth, they need to shoot the ball better since they're only averaging 43 points a game. For McFarland Spartans, take advantage of your height. The two Redwoods especially, 6'6" Nolan Splinter and 6'6" Benjamin Air Rounds. Limit the turnovers, and tonight play Wii basketball as a team. Put together a consistent team effort for 36 minutes. The question to be answered tonight, can Jefferson come in here tonight and steal a late season upset victory over your McFarland Spartans? Or will the Spartans put together a complete game on both ends of the floor, come away with a W, and get ready for March Madness? The answer in 90 minutes. So as I usually say, time for everybody out there, grab your favorite beverage and snacks, get comfortable with your little honey, your pet, your favorite blankie, cuddle up in that chair or on the sofa, and get ready to enjoy a Tuesday evening. Tuesday, February the 16th, 2016, and enjoy a competitive evening of McFarland High School athletics. Now for tonight's Spartan sponsors: McFarland State Bank, Fastenal, Baker Tilly, Edward Jones, Joe Muting, Nelson's Bus Service, Farmers Insurance, Mike Chandler Agency, Spurley Farms, Ken's Automotive, Maine Moon, Credo Product Development Incorporated, Huntington Learning Center, State Farm Insurance, Jim Hartman Agency, Halverson Construction, Angelo's and McFarland, Washa Construction, Fellow Flowers, Culver's, Dentistry by Design, Quick Trip, Monda's Family Hair Care, Gingerbread Preschool and Daycare, Spartan Bowl, Madison Futsal Academy, Shelton Signs, Green Lantern, Spartan Pizza, Dan Chin Homes, McFarland True Value, Rural Masonry, 5100 Restaurant, and Splinter Foundation. And again, please use these sponsors. And again, when you do go into them, thank them again for their support of McFarland High School and all its activities. Also a shout out tonight to all our supervisors, scorekeepers, announcers, ticket takers, concessions tonight. I mean, you come to McFarland High School here, it's a complete experience. A lot of fun for everybody. Great band tonight under the direction of Mr. Ben Peterson. Try to make it a total enjoyable high school experience. Also a shout out to Miss Jessica Lupke that puts together our friendly little blue programs that you get a copy of every time entering the gym. She does a wonderful job doing that. So again tonight, Andrew Day, Patrick Morn, Ben Becks on the cameras, and Ryan Denzer on the board with the graphics tonight. We are getting ready for the national anthem. I'll turn it over to public address announcer John Wells, who will introduce the national anthem, the starting lineups, and we'll be ready for the tip time. So I'm going to step aside here for the national anthem, and as I'm going to do, I would like all of you at home, please stand, remove your headgear, put your hand over your heart, and pay tribute to the United States of America, and I'll be back in a second. All right, good evening. Bill the Big K Cather back on board here tonight. Tuesday, February 16th, 2016. Jefferson Eagles in town here tonight. Starting lineups for the Jefferson Eagles. A couple of injuries tonight, so we're starting with number 11, Evan Angfang, a 5'10" sophomore. Number 20, Jackson Cotta, 6'1" senior. Number 23, Merrick Pankow, a 6'3" senior. Number 24, Matt Welper, a 6' senior, their leading scorer. And 32, Dustin Martin, 6'3" junior. Now for your McFarland Spartans, as announced again by public address announcer John Wells. Starting out tonight, 6'1" junior, number 10, Nick Messi, the soccer player, Hildebrand. Number 12, Sam I Am, Green Eggs, and I'm 17 years old today, Hanson, a 6'3" junior. Number 20, Brady the Blender Butler, 6'2" sophomore. Number 21, Matty Strode, a 6'1" senior. And number 30, Benjamin Air Rounds, a 6'6" senior. So there are your starting lineups for tonight's ball game. And again, I hope you enjoy tonight's broadcast. I'm going to do my best to keep this as accurate and as formative as I can. Again, it's going to take me just a minute here to get used to. It's the first time I've seen Jefferson this year, so it's good. We got big numbers on those uniforms, so that should help me out. 32 mark. Jumping at center, number 24, Matt Welper, their leading scorer, averaging 13.5 points a game against Benjamin Rounds. Benjamin Rounds, a tip. Sam I Am Hanson, nice reversal back to Nick Hildebrand, and the easy deuce to start out the ball game. Boy, that was as easy as they come. To zip, a mere 7 seconds into the ball game. 24, Welper, leading score. Reverse it around. And Fang doing a lot of cutting through the lane there. 24, Welper. And long ball, number 20, Jackson Cotta with the 3 ball. Kaboom! Splash it. 12.9 points a game for Jackson Cotta and a 3-2 lead for the Eagles. Minute and 40 seconds into the ball game. Woo, hitting the floor hard was Welper there on a ball fake by Strode. Rounds in the corner. Being dogged by Martin. Spin the ball over to Butler. Hildebrand. Rounds, slow cut, slapped away. Got to get control of that ball. I was just kind of lackadaisical there. Come out of the shoot. Work a bit of Sincata. To the cutting Welper. Oh, and stolen away by Hildebrand, and he's hacked from behind by number 23, Merrick Pankow. 6'3" senior. So we got 23 Pankow, 24 Welper, 20 Sincata, 11 Ainfang, and 32 Martin for your Jefferson Eagles. Butler guarded by Pankow. Strode. Sam Hansen. Nice cut through, and just the miss on the backside by Strode. Rounds. Left elbow extended. Oh, ping-ponged out. No good. Benjamin Rounds averaging 23.1 points a game. Sincata. There's Martin over. Martin, good defense being put up by your Spartans. Over to Pankow. Nice crossover dribble drive to the lane, but stolen, and then the take back by Matt Welper on a deuce. Butler being pressured by Pankow. Rounds, a little lazy reversal pass over to Strode, cutting through Rounds. Sam Hansen, top of the key, center court. Hildebrand, cutting Benjamin Rounds right to the right elbow, and a little short. Martin on the rebound. And on the floor, Matt Welper with the ball. Tagging the basket, pull-up jumper at the right elbow, and bank it in. His second deuce of the night, and it's 7-2 Jefferson. 3 minutes into the ball game. 7-2. Not the kind of start that I'm sure that Coach Meinholt wanted. And again, Nick Messi Hildebrand being very active so far tonight, having a good start to the ball game for Nick Hildebrand, averaging only 3.4 points a game. But I can tell you, he does a lot of the little things very important. 24 assists and 5 steals on the year. 62% so far from the free throw line, 13 out of 21 for Nick. RELAX, relax and do your routine, and success. 1 for 1 out for Nick Hildebrand. Off the back iron, 1 for 2, 3 points for Nick Hildebrand. So right now it's Jefferson Eagles 7, Nick Hildebrand 3. 14:50 to go. Nice spin dribble, kick it out to Martin. And Martin on a 3-ball. 6'3" junior, averaging 4.7 points a game, getting the start tonight because of the 2 injuries to Alman and Decree. Butler, the drive going down the right elbow and got pushed. Jefferson coach was not in total agreement with that. Jay Benish saying, hey, he thought that Butler a little out of control on that drive, but bail out by the official's call. So here's Brady the Blender Butler. He can do a little bit of everything. 70% free throw shooter on the year. And beautiful rotation. Splash it. 38 out of 54 for his 70% from the free throw line so far this year, Brady. And beautiful again. Twine time, all net, 2 for 2. 10-5. 10-5, Jefferson Eagles, 14:30 to go in the first half. And Fang, center court. 23 Pankow on the drive. Kick it over to Martin. Ainfang, Evan Ainfang, being dogged by Butler, corner. Number 4 in the ball game, Ian McGowan. Cut to Martin. Oh, a nice back cut by the birthday boy, Sam Hansen. Hervat's got to be happy with that one. Down in Houston, Texas tonight, watching 17-year-old Sam. Benjamin Rounds doing that patented baseline move, and you are, again, not going to stop him. Not going to deny him on that. I'll tell you, that is just tough play. Nice job for Benjamin. He's always looking to get that baseline. To Hildebrand. Back to the old baseline. Short post, short corner, no good. Oh, Matty Strode came in the backside. I thought he had the rebound and just lost it a little bit. Number 4, McGowan coming down the floor. He is dead, like they said. And a push on Benjamin Rounds a little too late, trying to deny Dustin Martin the ball on the right sideline. Right now we've got Sincata, Anfang, Martin, McGowan, and Pankow in the ball game. Sincata, he's hit a tray ball early. Jack Sincata averaging 12.9, their second leading scorer, and a missed pass. And there goes Messi Hildebrand again, playing a tough game, and great hustle by your McFarland Spartans, and the left-handed lay-in by Matt Strode. Nice hustle by the Spartans. 10-7 Eagles. Sincata driving to the basket, and tough drive. Coach Meinhold just appealing. You could maybe hear him on camera saying, move your feet. Defense is played with your feet. You can't just put an arm out. As well as I saw in the last ball game we had here, just such good defense was played. Anytime a player went to the hoop, boy, I'll tell you, they were collapsed in by 2 or 3 players, making it hard to get anything to the basket. Sincata, long 3 ball, Rounds on the rebound, and hacked from behind by Evan Anfang. Number 5 checking in the ball game for the Eagles, Ryan Brost. Martin, Sincata, Brost, McGowan, and Martin. Sure, a little bit of a different lineup here than maybe some of the Jefferson faithful are used to looking at. But again, a couple of key injuries to Alman and Decree tonight, not playing. Butler back to Rounds. Benjamin will kind of trotted up the floor, being guarded closely by Jack Sincata. Switched by Martin, jumping in the air to pass the ball. He can't do that. And here comes Sincata. Is he going to go strong to the hole, which he does, and he was hacked. Good energy being shown here by the Eagles. Like I said, they have struggled on the season. They are presently in 5th place at 4-9 in the conference and 4-14 on the year. Jack Sincata, nice rotation. Zach Witt checking into the ball game for Nick Hildebrand. Zach Trey-Witt can light him up if he gets hot. Jack Sincata, second attempt. Just gone under the 13-minute mark. 5 points for Jack Sincata. 12-7, 5-point lead for your Jefferson Eagles, if you're an Eagle fan. Rounds on the cut, down the right elbow, kick it out. Butler to Strode, nice drive. Power drive by Matty Strode, getting the start tonight. And Matty Strode, the 6'1" senior, already with a deuce tonight, going to take a trip to the stripe where he's 5 for 11, only 46% on the season in his limited playing time so far. Tonight we got little mini Poms at halftime, so stay tuned. You'll be able to see about 50 young ladies, little mini Poms tonight. Future McFarland Pomettes, dance team members. 1 out of 1 from Eddie, all twine. Let's see if he can do it again. Oh, put the jinx on him, but Nolan the Rail Splinter on the rebound. 6'6" Nolan the Rail Splinter on the rebound. 12:30 to go in the first half, 12-10. 2-point deficit for the Spartans. Van dribbling the ball and pressured all over the place, and a little honeycomb by number 4, Ian McGowan. Was dogged all the way to the basket. There goes Rounds to the hole strong. And just short-armed it. I was going to say, you're not going to stop him at a great angle, and just didn't quite get the ball up on the glass. And there's Sincata on a errant pass down on the left baseline. Looks like Jefferson coming with full court pressure here. Try and up-tempo this a little bit. 12:05 to go here in the first half. 12-10, Jefferson. Brady Butler, one-on-one against number 5, Ryan Brost. Matt Strode, Splinter. Coach Bino wanting that ball swung deep. Oh, and they've got this big height advantage, and just try and pound the ball inside if they can too. And I said in my pregame, use the height advantage of the two Redwoods, Nolan Rail Splinter and Benjamin Air Rounds, both 6'6", seniors. Decided height advantage. And again, another errant pass. Boy, and I said turnovers really have been haunting Jefferson all year, as well as scoring. They've only averaged 43 points a game so far this year, so they've struggled in the offensive end. So I just can't afford they need to treasure each possession. McGowan guarding the inbounds pass. Brost carefully guarding Butler. It's going to make Brady the Blender work a little bit harder. Witt down low. Elbow to Rounds and ping-ponged off. And Brady Butler, tough call over the back. Benjamin Rounds so far off to a little rough start. Ball ping-ponging around. My guess is Benjamin, he'll heat up here sooner or later. He's got some good looks and good opportunities, just has not been able to finish. That ball just does not want to drop in. Evan Enfang to Brost. Very quick motion offense being run by Jefferson right now. Jackson Cotta driving down the lane. Little finger roll and tipped around, and the Blender Butler coming down with the ball. To Benjamin Rounds there, smartly over to Brandon Greenacres. Aker to Rounds. Butler. Like Coach Meinholt just wants that ball swung quickly so they can beat the defense back. There goes Benjamin Rounds. Nice kiss off the glass, and we're in a 12-all tie with 10:30 to go in your first half of the ball game. Evan Enfang to Brost. Simcata just being dogged here by Brandon Greenacres. Evan Enfang, 5'10" sophomore, and a timeout called by Coach Jay Benish. Just a couple things I want to mention here. Again, 3 ways to view these telecasts will be either live on 982 if you're local, or for those of you anywhere at any time can view these games by going to YouTube/McFarland Cable. Again, my staff tonight, I really want to thank the 3 camera guys tonight. Patrick Moore out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Andrew Day and Mr. Ben Becks. And on the board bringing you the graphics and other things, Mr. Ryan Denzer. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate that. Also, shout out tonight to Pam Sam. If you ever want some great photos of participants and other things, Pam Sam, Soaring High Photography. Go to that website. Soaring High Photography. Great pictures of any events that take place here in town, not just athletic events, but parades, plays, band event, you name it. Pam is all over the place with her camera, and she'll be on her scooter once the weather gets nicer with her camera. So give a look at that website if you get a chance. 24, Matt Welper back in the ball game, leading scorer, pull-up jumper from the 7 feet, a little short. Rounds, nice outlet pass, beautiful. Nice hustle back there. Oh, and inbounds pass. Nolan Splinter missing the little 3-foot bunny from the left block. However, was hacked on the wrist. Great hustle back that time by Ian McGowan to shut down the fast break. 2-point layup by the Spartans. Nolan Splinter, the Rail Splinter, going to the line. 15 out of 46, 33%. And that's a big plus. 1 for 1. Spartans, since they scored that first 2-point basket, this is their first lead of the game since they led 2-0 early on. We're at 9:50 to go in the first half. And nice job, 2 for 2 for the Rail Splinter. 4 points so far in the first half. 9:45 to go, 14-12 McFarland. 12 in the ballgame. Zach Peterson making his first appearance in the ballgame. Coach Benish will probably play a lot of his bench tonight. Jackson Cotta, Peterson. Welper, leading scorer, drive, missed short, ball off the back rim. Matt Welper, leading scorer, 13.5 points a game. Kind of a rough start. Hildebrand, there we go, right in deep, and beautiful give and go. The rail splinter back to Nick Hildebrand. Nick Hildebrand, 5 points, 2 deuces, and a free throw tonight. 4-point lead at 16-12. Spartans. The ball, Peterson. Over to 4, McGowan. Welper. McGowan. Good defense played by Witt. Over to Sincata. Got to stay on him. Pulled up. Green Acres laying a little bit off here. Benjamin Rounds. He's going to attack the basket. Nice kick out to Zach Trey Witt. Get the feet set. A little on the short side. And Welper and Hildebrand both going for the ball. And and that was, from my viewpoint, that was real questionable. Both guys, both Hildebrand and Welper, were in a real struggle going for that ball, equal. And they called the foul on Nick Hildebrand, his second foul. Too bad. He's off to a great start. A good first half so far. 8:30 to go in the first half. McGowan with the ball. The lane, and nice anticipation by the rail splinter. Brandon Green Acres over to the rail splinter, and the kiss. Nolan at 6'6", doing an excellent job running the floor. 2-man game with Brandon Green Acres, and I really got to like that. Great defensive effort and unselfish play, as I mentioned in my pregame. The importance of playing Wii basketball as compared to me basketball in that. That was a great little team effort there. Outlet pass. Aker down. Nice little pass over to the sprinting Nolan Splinter at 6'6". And the kiss off the glass. 18-12. 6-point advantage for your Spartans. We're at the 8:04 mark of the first half. A couple other things I can mention again. I mentioned we've got a very important announcement we had a couple nights ago. I had on my telecast. Mr. Brad Minner, our former AD and a coaching legend here in McFarland, was just nominated and will be inducted into the Wisconsin Basketball Coaches Association Hall of Fame in September. So if you see Brad around town, for all of his years of just so much time spent helping youth and organizing events, not just here in McFarland, but conference-wide, statewide, and everything else, it's about time that he's getting recognized for all his efforts. So congratulate Brad. That's a great honor to be voted into the Wisconsin Basketball Coaches Hall of Fame, because I can tell you he joins a lot of other very distinguished individuals, and Brad's well-deserving of that honor. So give him a hats off and a congratulations, and he will, I'm sure, very humble person, will accept your thanks. All right, back to action. 20, Sincata, Welper. Good hands. I really like what Peterson's doing wherever he goes on the floor. He's got those hands ready, never knowing where that ball's going to go. 11 Fang. Welper. Martin. Welper. Peterson. Cutting Fang. Welper. Going to try and go baseline. Nice defense by Matt Strode. Kicked out. And Peterson on the 3-ball. Zach Peterson. Kaboom! The 6'1" sophomore. Only averaging 3.2 points a game. 18-15, cutting it to a 3-point margin. 7:10 to go. Strode, Green Acres, nice bounce pass deep down. And that's just, you're not going to be able to stop that. Nolan the rail splinter again. He's got about a 6-7 inch advantage down low there. His third deuce and 2 free throws. 8 points for the rail splinter in the first half. 2015, deep ball, and dead on is Matt Welper. He's got 2 deuces and a tray. 7 points for Matt Welper, 13.5 points per game. 20-18, and we have a travel on Nolan, the rail splinter, checking in the ball game. Brady Butler checking in for Benjamin Air Rounds. Benjamin only averaging 23 points a game, they dumped in a deuce for 2 points so far. We're at 6:30 to go in the first half, 20-18. And Fang. Boy, Butler just denying Peterson the ball all over the floor. Great defense. Welper, Peterson, Sinkata. Over to Anfang. Jefferson being very patient. Welper, baseline left. Foot jumper, no. Peterson, beautiful dish off underneath the basket to Dustin Martin. Dustin Martin now has a deuce and a tray, 5 points, and this ball game is knotted up as we head under the 6-minute mark in the first half. 20-20, Trey Witt heated up, kaboom! Zach Trey Witt, 36% on the year, 14 out of 39 from three-point range, so that'll bump his percentage up. And a three-point advantage for your McFarland Spartans. 23-20, 5:30 to go in the first half. Welper, nice bounce pass to Martin. And long ball by Welper, denied, bouncing out. Butler can push the ball. Strode, Splinter over to Green Acres. Put the ball on the floor, and look at that, four bodies on the floor. Coach Meinhold trying to get a timeout, and nothing happened, and we had a player actually roll on the floor, and Welper with the air ball. I got to be careful if I can't. Probably shouldn't be saying that. WIA will get on me for saying that, but a little on the short side from Matt Welper. Boy, that was like a rugby scrum at its finest right there on the floor, and we have a call just before Zach Trey Witt would have nailed another tray. Foul on. We're still, both teams are kind of undecided, looking like, who's it on? Where are we going? Looks like the rail splinter. Nope. I don't even know nobody even knows who's going to the free throw line here. Matt Strode pointing to himself going, me? And yes, Matty Strode going to the free throw line. It's 1 for 2 in the ball game with a deuce for 3 points. He's, again, came in only 5 for 11 from the free throw stripe. 6 for 13. Just take your time, relax, and do your routine. And a ping pong out, but again, there's the rail splinter with the height advantage. Birthday boy Sam Hansen in the ball game today, celebrating his 17th birthday. Hope we can get another good thing here for Sam I.M. Show the Hervots watching down in Houston, Texas. Hope you're enjoying this tonight. We finally got Sam back in the ball game here. Maybe you can give him something to congratulate him on a little later on tonight. Hey, congratulate him on that fall he just committed. Maybe that's something he probably doesn't want to be reminded of. But thanks again for tuning in. I greatly appreciate your watching in. I hope I've made this accurate and entertaining for you watching down in Houston, Texas. It's kind of nice when you get a chance to see these games live, happening hundreds of miles away. Oh, there goes Welper on a beautiful baseline drive. And again, a little short on the kiss off the glass. Matty Strode, strong move to the basket. And going airborne, got bailed out by a foul by Evan Anfang right at the hoop. 23-20, 4:06 to go in the first half. And again, Matt Strode going back to the free throw line. Matt Strode getting a lot of playing time tonight. 1 for 3 from the stripe so far. Much better. Great rotation on that one, Matty. Benjamin Rounds checking back in the ball game, placing Nolan the rail splinter. And a nice first half, the rail splinter. 8 points, 3 deuces, and 2 for 2. Matt Strode. On Parents' Night, 3 for 5 and a deuce. 5 points for Matt Strode in the first half. 4 minutes to go, 25-20. Spartans. Again, at halftime, I'm just going to we've got the mini palms going on. I've got a trivia contest, a factoid, a where are they now, and some quotes to comment on. So please pay attention. Hang on while you quick grab your favorite snack or beverage and get back to watch the palms, listen to my halftime, and then relax the rest of halftime. Benjamin Rounds going the right elbow, kick it out. And 3-ball, no good. Brady Butler a little bit strong on that. Number 11, Evan Anfang, stopped by Zach Trawitt. Always got to stop the ball in the fast break. That is your first task. Sincata, top of the key. Oh, Peterson and Brost, almost a collision. And a 3-ball for number 11, Evan Anfang, his first points of the evening, averaging 5.6 points a game. So at the 3-minute mark, we're 25-23. 2-point advantage for your Spartans. And we had a travel on Sam Hansen. Second travel of the night. Seems like Hansen, Splinter, they both had traveling violations up at the top of that key. Got to make sure you put that ball down on the floor before you change pivot feet or make a move. Evan Anfang. Again, turnovers have kind of plagued both teams here a little bit in the first half. That's a little ragged. Anfang over to Peterson. Brost. Sincata over to Martin. Anfang. Strode. Guarding him tight. Over to Brost. Ooh, going to launch a deep 3 from the corner. A little bit short. And nice position. A nice box out by Brady. The blender. Butler. He can do a little bit of everything. Throw it in that blender. Mix it up. And you get Brady Butler coming out. Nice box out that time. Brady going back to the free throw line. 2 for 2 in his first trip there. Again, 70% free throw shooter coming in tonight. Take your time, relax, and that wasn't perfect. That one kind of touched a little bit of the rim and rattled in. His first 2 were all twine time, but Brady will take it. 3 for 3 on the night. He's perfect. A turkey, as they would say in bowling. And the fourth toss, perfect. Nice rotation, Brady. Nice job. 4 for 4, 4 points for the blender in the first half. 27-23, 2:20 to go in the first half. Sincata, center court. Being dogged by Matt Strode. Peterson. Anfang. Ooh, they had Martin on the backdoor cut all alone. And Anfang driving to the basket and was pushed. Foul was on Zach Witt, his first foul. And 7th foul on McFarland, meaning bonus for Evan Anfang. I have no Wisp Sports stats on their shooting percentages, so I'm sorry I can't give you those like I'm giving for McFarland. So all I had were their scoring totals. So Evan Anfang averaging 5.6 points a game. A tray and 1 for 1 from the free throw stripe. So you can get up to 5 points here if he dumps this one in. Beautiful rotation, 2 for 2, 5 points in the first half for 5'10" sophomore Evan Anfang. 27-25, 2 minutes to go till halftime. And again, stay tuned. Mini Palms and some halftime highlights by me. And Benjamin Rounds. Kaboom! Long 3-ball. Nice rotation, good leg extension, and knock it down. A tray and a deuce for Benjamin in the first half, 5 points. Not his normal first half, but see what happens. Oh, and a beautiful little reverse dribble by Jackson Sincata, attacking the basket, and he'll go back to the stripe. Jackson Sincata averaging 12.9 points a game. He has a tray and 2 free throws, 5 points. He was 2 for 2 from the stripe, so he's going back, trying to remain perfect. Nice rotation, 3 for 3. Nick Herbie Herbst. Checking in, 6'1" sophomore. Seeing his first action, replacing Matt Strode. A lot of good time. Good first half for Matt Strode here, getting a lot of playing time. Did a nice job on both ends of the floor. Jackson Sincata. And all net twine time, 4 for 4. 7 points for Jackson Sincata. 30-27. We have a $1:30 to go until halftime. Nolan Splinter. The 2 Redwoods in now. Decided height advantage for your McFarland Spartans. That ball inside. Herbst to Splinter. Try wet. Herbst. Coach Meinholt trying to holler instructions. He wants a certain play run here and not getting it out of the guys. I saw him turn around, just very frustrated with kids just trying to give some instruction and just not running it rounds. Ping-ponged out. 50 seconds to go. Coming down is number 5, Ryan Brost, over to Sincata. Driving to the basket and finger rolls it in for Jack Sincata. He has a deuce, a tray, and 4 free throws. 9 points for Jack Sincata and a 1-point ball game. Not what we expected here tonight with the 5th place Jefferson Eagles in town. Got to be getting ready here to play some good basketball, because I'll tell you, tournaments are a week and a half away. Don't want to get lax. I know the season becomes long right about now, but hey, this is when it really should be stepping up. Excitement time as you get towards tournament time. That's what you play for, is the tourney. So you want to really start to be playing your best basketball right now. To the stripes going Brady Butler. 4 for 4 on the night. Let's see if he can keep it going perfect. 14.5 seconds left in the first half. Again, I've got some highlight features here at halftime. Oh. Brady's first miss of the night. Again, 30-29. Seth Swish Howry checked in the ball game here. 14.5 to go. Beautiful. And 5 for 6 for Brady. So let's see. 31-29. 12 seconds to go. And Fang. I'll try and count it down here for you. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Matt Welper hitting the deuce, and we are knotted at 31 all. 31 all, your first half score on a beautiful turnaround jumper, 5-6 foot jumper from in the heartland, the lane, Matt Welper. So, what I'd like to are they now, and what I'm going to do here, I've got 2 people that I'm going to feature tonight. The first one is Mr. Jeff Engelhardt, a 2007 graduate of McFarland Schools. Jeff is now presently working in Minneapolis. He's the alumni tournament organizer. Every Saturday in December after Christmas, we have an alumni basketball tournament that he organizes. It's 3 pools of 4 teams each, and they represent teams that go all the way back into the 90s up to the present day. The winning team on that day will wind up playing 5 games. And what a great day it is, not only for basketball during the day, but then that evening, Mr. Brock Roeder down at the bowling alley here in town puts on a little smorgasbord for all the participants, so a chance for McFarland family of basketball tradition to live on. So thanks to you, Jeff Engelhardt, for all your efforts in organizing that alumni tournament thing. And again, in the background, you can see the little mini palms as I'm going to continue on with my stuff. And the second person I'd like to acknowledge is my son, Brett Cather, a 2011 graduate, who organizes another great tradition of McFarland basketball, which is your annual 3-on-3 8-foot basketball tournament. And that is played on the Sunday in May following the Alley Wolf Honky Tonk Cancer Run. That brings together usually 30-plus players. They play all day long in round-robin games. The winner will probably wind up playing 6 games in one day. So those are 2 great things that just help keep the family of McFarland basketball going. So hats off again to Mr. Jeff Engelhardt and Mr. Brett Cather for their efforts. Okay, my factoid for tonight. And then if I could have Ryan Denzer over there on the board put up my trivia question right now. You can be looking at that while I'm giving you my factoid. The factoid for tonight is recommended sizes of basketballs for certain ages of boys. And I'm going to point this out to you because if you're thinking about purchasing a basketball for a kid for a gift, or you've got a kid playing in the driveway or going other places with basketballs, this is very important that you have them using the correct size basketball so they can use the proper techniques of shooting and dribbling and whatever else. Here are your sizes. If you've got a son who's age 9 or under, use a 27.5-inch ball. 27.5-inch ball for age 9 and under. Ages 9 to 12, use a ball 28.5 inches. That's the size of a women's basketball. So ages 9 to 12, 28.5, and ages 13 and up, then they use the regulation guys ball, which is 29.5 inches. 29.5 for 13 and up. Please don't have these younger kids playing with the regular size ball, because all it's going to do is develop bad habits that then are just going to be harder and harder for coaches down the road and that to correct, if they even can at that point in time. So making sure that kids are learning the proper methods and proper fundamentals and everything else. Make sure they are using the age-appropriate basketball. So age 9 and under, 27.5 inches, 9 to 12, 28.5 inches, 13 and up, 29.5. Okay, let's get to our trivia. All right, I would like you at home to put these 4 balls in the order from the heaviest to the lightest. And I'll give you a second here just to think about it, okay? And then I'm going to go in order. These 4 balls, which one of those do you think is the heaviest? Okay, you better make your choice, because here it is. Number 1, the heaviest is a basketball, which weighs 21 ounces. The next one in order would be a kickball, weighs 20.5 ounces. Your third one in line, a soccer ball weighing 15 ounces. And your last one, a football, which should weigh 14.5 ounces. But as I said on my last telecast, if you're in New England, who knows? It could be 14 ounces, 13 ounces, who knows? Whatever Tom Brady and Bill Belichick want, that's what the weight of a football will be. But it's 4th in order on that. The last thing I'm going to mention here before I step out and take a break for a minute are my 2 quotes for tonight. First one I want to point out, these are Cather's quotes to play by and to live by. Actually, the first one I always start with James Naismith. Be strong in body, clean in mind, and lofty in ideals. So whether it's basketball, football, drama, work and a job, just anything in life, if you are strong in body, if you're clean in your mind, and you're lofty in your ideals, you'll have a great chance of being successful. My 2 quotes to go along with this then. My first one, what to do with a mistake? First you recognize it, then you admit it, you learn from it, and then you forget about it so you don't repeat it. So again, you want to step forward and move on with your life. What do you do when you make mistakes? We're all going to make mistakes, whether it's in athletics, jobs, life, social, whatever. You recognize it, you admit it, hold yourself accountable for it, you learn from it, and then it's time to forget it and don't repeat it and move on. And my second quote would be, turn your weaknesses into strengths through hard work. And that means, I guess, even with basketball and that, try and be consistent all the time with your work ethic and your effort. And if we're looking at basketball and other sports and that, I don't mean just in season, but also out of season. Take the things that you really have the hardest time with and really work on trying to improve those. So the last thing I'm going to say is, in my final quote, the greatest gift you can give someone is your time, because when you dedicate your time, you're offering a part of your life that you'll never get back. And that's going to refer to myself. I volunteer to do these ball games every game. It's my pleasure. I feel it's an honor that they'll turn this microphone over to me and let me do this. And I really hope that all of you at home kind of enjoy these telecasts. And it's, like I said, it's a great opportunity for you to be able to see friends and grandsons and cousins and everything else live participating here, no matter where you're located, even in the world. I said I'd go all the way over to Shanghai, China with the Hefties, but it's my honor to bring these to you, and I hope they really can provide some neat memories too, because you also probably have the capability of DVRing, recording these, and maybe getting some copies of them and that, and just providing a lasting memory for everybody involved, and especially for these kids, because I guess sometimes you don't realize how precious these memories are until you get out of high school. So, again, my pleasure, and I really enjoy doing this. One other thing I'd like to just mention again, kudos to, and please give thanks to our newest inductee into the Wisconsin Basketball Coaches Hall of Fame, Mr. Brad Minter, an honor well-deserved that we just found about this past week. Okay, scoring summary in the first half. Matt Welper, 3 deuces and a tray for 9 points. Jackson Cotta, a deuce, a tray, and 4 free throws for 9 points. Evan Anfang, a tray and 2 free throws for 5 points. Dustin Martin, a deuce and a tray, 5 points. Zach Peterson, a tray for 3, and that's their total of 31 at halftime. For your McFarland Spartans, Benjamin Air Rounds, a deuce and a tray, 5 points. Zach Trey Witt, a tray ball for 3. Brady Butler, 5 out of 6 from the free throw line, 5 points. Nolan the Rail Splinter, 3 deuces, 2 for 2 from the stripe for 8 points. Nick Messi, the soccer player Hildebrand, 2 deuces, 1 for 2 from the free throw line for 5 points. And Matt Strode getting a start tonight, a deuce and 3 for 5 from the free throw line for 5 points for the Spartans, 31 total points. So, I guess we'll see what the second half brings us here. And I'm sure that Coach Meinhold is going, my goodness, the question to be answered here was McFarland getting ready for tournament play here and hoping for a little better performance. So let's see if they come out with a little more aggressive and put together a nice little 18 minutes of basketball here in the second half. So again, now that I'm pretty much totally familiar with your Jefferson Eagles lineup, if I was a little bit lax on some of the numbers and players, a little bit slow on that at times, because I have a list of all the players here, and especially I was prepared for Chris Decree and Daniel Ahman in the lineup, so a couple new players getting some extra minutes here tonight for Coach Jay Benish. I'm sure he's very pleased with his team's first half effort here tonight. So, got the music pounding here. We had treated with the Little Palms tonight, and I'm sure a lot of them will go home to bed. It's a Tuesday night and very young kids, but a few of them look like they stuck around here to watch a little more of this. Evan Anfang, center court, bringing it up. Looks like Coach Meinhold has gone to a zone. Just try and work on a few different things. Hollering hands, very important. You got to play big. You really want to play big when you get in that zone. Anfang. Jefferson a little slow to react to this coming out. They weren't used to seeing this. Welper. They're just going to be patient. Anfang. Sincata. Anfang. First time that ball's come off of the wing or on top. Anfang. Sincata on the drive. Pull-up jumper. And honeycombs out, but Welper on the backside. And fouled by Benjamin Rounds on the putback. Welper snuck in the backside. It's one thing you have to do when you sit in the zone. You can't get lazy and figure, hey, we got it packed around the basket and that, so I'm just going to stand here. Welper found the seam, got to the backboard. Nice close-up shot. Isn't that great? Our camera work that we get done here. And first nice free throw for Matt Welper. It's his 10th point of the ballgame, averaging 13.5 points a game. Jefferson's leading scorer. Pull on the short side, on the rail splinter down, and we have 1 minute played into the second half, 32-31, 1 point advantage for the Eagles of Jefferson. Benjamin Rounds very active here, going baseline. That's his patent and move. Can't stop it. I said, he is just so tough. If you give him that baseline, forget it. It's going to be a hoop, 2 free throws, or a hoop and a free throw. Very rarely does he come away with nothing out of that. Eagles being very patient. Anfang, Welper, Anfang. Pankals moved out to the corner. Sincata in at the post. Anfang making a drive. Oh, tried a bounce pass between the legs of Nolan, the rail splinter, and the ball never made it through the legs of Nolan. Sam walking in front of me again. You want some photos of these ball games? Go to Soaring High Photography for some great photos. Pam does a great job. Soaring High Photography is the website. Nice entry pass, tipped away by number 23, Merrick Pankow, 6'3" senior. Again, kind of looking maybe here for the Spartans to take advantage of this height. Pretty hard for Jefferson to stop that, as we saw in the first half when you had Brown's trying to go baseline. Sincata cut it off that time. Butler, and there's the lob into Splinter, and I just called it. Said if you just continually work that inside, and if Nolan Splinter and Benjamin Rounds can just get a good tight seal on down on the block, they're going to be unstoppable down there. It was the fourth deuce of the night for Nolan Splinter, 2 free throws, 10 points so far for the 6'6" senior. Oh, Welper tried to throw it through Brady Butler that time. Bounce pass over to Enfang. Butler being very aggressive up on the top of this zone. Good to see. Arms up. Even in the zone, arms extended, but still got to play with your feet. Nice bounce pass to Welper. McHildebrand coming up to try and trap that, but good recognition by Enfang. Got Martin and Pankow. Not real active, though. Oh, there goes Welper. Side jumper blocked by the rail splinter, and Rounds being bumped out of bounds, but does the smart thing and bounces it off of Merrick Pankow. Spartan ball, 35-32. Spartans, 14:45 to go in your ball game tonight. February the 16th, 2016. There goes Rounds, baseline, and looked like Sincata is going to get a little block. He stopped Rounds. Benjamin pulled up, threw about a 7-foot little jumper from the short corner, and was fouled. So Benjamin Rounds going to the free throw line for his first attempt, 77%. Benjamin shot 136 free throws and made 104 so far this year. Just want to miss. Got to take your time and focus. Just take your time. Sometimes they almost appear a little too easy in that. You got to focus, focus, focus. Relax, go through your routine, and this baby's going down. Nope, ping-ponged out, and over the back is Nick Hildebrand, and a little push from the backside. A little unusual. Benjamin to miss 2 throws in a row. Slow game tonight for Benjamin. 2 deuces and a tray, 7 points so far, averaging 23.1. Third foul on Nick Hildebrand, which is a little unfortunate, because Nick does, I said, a little of everything, but everything he does is done really well. Timeout called by Coach Benish of Jefferson. So again tonight, I'd like to really just emphasize a couple of things, ways that you can view this game again, just by going to our website at YouTube/McFarland Cable. And you can watch it anytime, later tonight, tomorrow, next week, whatever. Sit down a month from now, maybe, who knows, this summer or something, you get a visit from your grandson or relative or something else is playing in this game and you're far away, and you get in their company or something and you can share it with them. So again, just providing the memories for you. So hope you appreciate it. And again, it's my privilege to do this. And again, just shout out to all the people that make this possible tonight. My Patrick Morn, Andrew Day, Ben Becks, and Ryan Denzer on the board. Just doing a wonderful job. I'll tell you, obviously I can't do it without them. And they just make this with the graphics. You notice even the pictures we got now, the free throws and the close-ups, not just of the kids, but also the bench and sometimes into the crowd and that. Just making for just a great all-around memory for everybody here. All right, we're sitting at 14 and a half minutes to go, 35-32. Your McFarland Spartans in the lead. And Fang really slowing down this ball game is the zone that McFarland has gone into here. Sure, that's what Coach Benish called a timeout for. we're going to see he's going to try and overload one side. Looks like. Anfang. Sincata. High post to Peterson. Back to Sincata. Skip it over to Anfang. Sincata. Peterson. Quick movement with the ball. Can't dribble a ball against this zone. You're not going to be going anywhere. Trapped in the corner, and we have a tie-up. Pinched in the corner by the two Redwoods. You had Splinter and Rounds at 6'6", both pinching Matt Welper in the corner, and that was a no-win for Jefferson. Exactly what the Spartans want to do. Again, you got to move that ball quickly. Quick, short, crisp passes. Sometimes you want to go back and forth to the same person you got it from a couple of times. You don't need to just keep rotating it around in a semicircle all the time. And what's also nice, cut by Rounds. Kick it out to Brady Butler and just can't find it. Peterson, nice bounce pass and attack in the basket. And the kiss off the glass by Evan Anfang. A very nice fast break and excellent use of the backboard. And there goes Rounds. Forget it. I said just count it. As soon as he gets the baseline, I go right to my notepad and put down at least two. Unstoppable. 37-34. We're 13-10 to go in the ballgame. 3-point lead. Spartans. Sincata. Anfang. Sincata. Welper. Deep ball. Air ball. Martin underneath. And going over Zach Trey Witt was Dustin Martin, a 6'3" junior with a decided height advantage there. Dustin Martin so far tonight, a deuce and a tray ball, 5 points, averaging 4.7, so he's over his average, and he's going to the stripe for 2 free throws. First one's good. We've only played 5 minutes and 3 fouls on the Spartans and only 1 on the Eagles. They're heading towards bonus time. And nice toss, 2 for 2 for Dustin Martin, and we're at 37-36. 1 point advantage for your hometown McFarland Spartans. 12:50 to go in your ball game tonight. Benjamin Rounds bring it up from 3-point line and bury it. Kaboom! Benjamin Rounds! 3 deuces, 2 trays. 12 points. I said Benjamin can heat him up real quick. Ball game he had 45 points. I saw him score about 20 of those in the last 7 minutes of the ball game. He gets going. Again, he can jump through the gym and especially give him that baseline, lights out on that. That's nice when you can also have a three-point game to go with it. Nice job, Benjamin. Anfang. Sincata, lazy pass, knocked down by Trey Witt, down to Rounds. He's going to tag a pull-up jumper. Oh, great job by Brandon Green Acres, and missing was Witt on the rebound. Oh, and a beautiful driving move by Jack Sincata, 6'1" senior. His 11th point of the night, averaging 12.9. Beautiful move. And then Sincata called for the foul as Benjamin Rounds was going to make another strong move. Benjamin always looking for that little gap, that little seam, and if he gets it, he's going to attack the basket, and if he gets up in the air, you're not going to deny him. 3rd foul on Jack Sincata. That was a big foul right there. Sincata's, and again, there's Rounds. I said if they use the 2 Redwoods, Splinter and Rounds on the inside, unstoppable. Just with the height advantage they have. Nice play coming off the inbounds. 42-38, 4-point advantage for the Spartans. Still waiting for the Spartans here to kind of bust out of this and create some distance here in this ball game. Anfang, double teamed. And Butler and great defense, really applying the pressure, and the lay-in by Butler, really stepping up. This is becoming an aggressive zone, and this is good practice too, because you want to be able to throw a variety of things at people, especially come tournament time. You never know who's going to be in foul trouble or what the situation may dictate as far as get a hot player from another team. You can't guard him one-on-one, go to that zone and Get some extra help. My hands, kids all over the floor. Oh, my goodness. For a second there, we had about 8 guys on the floor. And who we got that foul on, I am waiting again to see from the officials. It's hard when it's down on that other end of the floor because I'm situated underneath this basket on the far end. Foul was on Brady Butler, his 3rd foul also for McFarland. Sam, the birthday boy Hansen. Oh, and dead on miss by Jackson Cotta right over the top. Missing probably about a 1-footer. Benjamin Rounds. Kick it back over to Brandon Greenacres. Low post, Sam Hansen. And a push on number 23, Merrick Pankow. Much to the displeasure of the Jefferson faithful. We're now at 3 fouls apiece on each team. Checking the ball game, Martin, and checking out Merrick Pankow. 44-38, 10-15 to go. See if they run the same play. No, they were trying to. Round stepped out. Right elbow extended, no good. Sincata coming down. He's going to attack the basket. And a slap from behind. And foul on Zach Trey Witt. His 3rd foul. 3rd foul, 3 fouls on Witt and on Butler. Going to the free throw stripe. Jackson Cotta 4 for 4 on the evening for Jackson Cotta. 5 for 5. It's at 12 points for the ball game, averaging 12.9. He dumps this free throw in, and he will be at his season's average. Important right now, I think, if McFarland could go at Sincata and get his 4th foul, that would be real big because he's an important cog here to the Jefferson team. Good. Watch his brother Vinny play for quite a few years for Jefferson. Nice ball player in the past for them. Man, we have an officials conference going here. We've got 44-40 as your score on the board. We're sitting at 10:02 to go in the ball game. Nice close-up of the officials. I don't know if anybody can read lips. And we're seeing, like in some other ones, they're not coming over and giving me an explanation as to what it was. But McFarland ball out of bounds. Jefferson starting to pick up a little more full court. Matt Strode back in the ballgame. Sam Hansen, Hildebrand. And we have a moving screen. And a Bronx cheer from the Jefferson crowd going up. Those of you who don't know what a Bronx cheer is, it's when they feel as though they have been kind of miscalled, mistreated throughout the ballgame. Finally get a call their way, and they give a very sarcastic round of applause. So that's what I heard from the Jefferson faithful. Oh, double team. Boy, and I'll tell you, McFarland's causing all kinds of problems. And Rounds was rejected, but nice control. 5th deuce, 2 trays. 16 points now for Benjamin Rounds. 9:30 to go. 6-point advantage. They're creating all kinds of problems with zone double teaming that guard. When you see that double come, there's the double again. Step through. Sincata to Welper. And Jefferson is just really struggling with the pressure that McFarland's putting on. It's good. Like I said, got to have a variety of defenses, I think, when you head especially into tournament time. Nice to be able to change it up, give teams a different look. Welper, ball fake, and leaving Welper all alone. And here comes Witt. Strode, Hildebrand. Oh, nobody on Nick. Over to Strode. Witt. Strode, we just went under the 9-minute mark to go in the ball game. Halfway through the second half, 46-40. Sam Hansen, beautiful little turnaround. Oh, we wanted that for the Hervats watching down in Houston and couldn't knock it down. Would have been a nice little birthday gift for the birthday boy. 17 years old today, Sam Hansen. Oh, beautiful little bounce pass underneath. And Dustin Martin, his second deuce to go with a tray and 2 free throws. 9 points for Dustin Martin, 6'3" junior. Zach Trey Witt, 46-42, 8:20 to go in your ball game. Benjamin Rounds, center court to Trey Witt. Really like what I'm seeing out of Matt Strode here. Doesn't have the ball, but sitting with his hands ready to catch. Put that ball in triple threat so you can shoot, dribble, or drive. Benjamin Rounds, turnaround, beautiful, right in rhythm. Boy, catch, turn, square, all net. Beautiful. That's 6 deuces and 2 trays, 18 points for Benjamin Rounds. And there comes the double again. Boy, when you see that double coming, and there's the opening, Jackson Cotta going right up the gut. Easy deuce. They're double, they're opening, so you just got to have keep your head up. You see it coming, get rid of it. Just be able to respond to these things very quickly. Again, good short, quick passes, or you can split the double and attack. Just indecision just kills you. There you go, get rid of it. Welper. Anfang on top. 5, Ryan Brost back in the ball game, a 5'11" freshman over to Brost. Got some good experience here at the varsity level. Anfang over to Brost. And there's Rounds, and he was tripped. And I was ready to say, get out the Charmin. We were about ready to see a flush by Benjamin Rounds. However, a trip on the backside and no free throws on that. 48-44, 7 minutes to go. Rounds on the baseline. Little overlay. Got a little behind the backboard on that one. Pushed a little bit too much baseline that time by Welper. And there goes Sincata. Nice. Back to Martin, who missed a little 2-foot kiss off the glass. Back at you. Nick Hildebrand. Dump it in. Nolan the rail splinter. Unstoppable. Said the Redwoods just keep pounding it in there. 5th deuce of the night for Nolan Splinter to go with 2 free throws, 12 points. Averaging 8.6 on the season, so that's up in his little thing. We've got the little contest going here for the 50-50 shuffle. We got a lot of people with a lot of tickets being extended here to see if they can win tonight's. I don't know how much was in the pot tonight. It might have been, I don't know if I heard upwards of $24,000 tonight in the 50-50. For those of you at home, I'm just kidding. Rather than 24,000, maybe more like 120, something like that. Who knows? Well, whatever. Somebody's got a little gift coming to them tonight. All right. 50-44, 6:42 to go in the ball game. Again, it's my pleasure, Bill the Big K Cather, to be able to bring these ball games to you. Hope again tonight you're getting another nice memory of McFarland athletes in action, as well as even memories for Jefferson tonight. Those of you that go to our website, YouTube/McFarland Cable, it's there for all of you to see also. So enjoy. Kick it back out to Welper. Anfang slapping the hands. Running baseline is Sincata. Welper. Going to start running Sincata on the baseline. You got to move the ball quicker than that if you want him to get it. Anfang. Brost. Anfang. Brost, the freshman. Anfang. Farland really coming out and pressuring that ball. And there's Sincata, 3-ball, and over the back is going to be Matt Welper, I believe. Spartans with a 6-point lead. I'm sure that Coach Mino will like to see this get extended here and kind of put this away so we don't get involved in a white knuckler. Won't need to go down to a close ball game here at the end. Benjamin Rounds being guarded by Sincata with 3 fouls. But just be a little careful. Doesn't want to pick up his fourth. Splinter, Strode, Hildebrandt. There we go to Splinter. And the kiss. All night long. All night long you could do that. The Redwoods. Boy, and that's going to be such a force, too, if you can get this two-man game going of Splinter and Rounds on the inside. That helps if you got two 6'6" bodies that can use the glass, that can attack it like that, as well as even on misses, be in position for putbacks and that. So nice night for both of the two bigs for Nolan Splinter. That was his sixth deuce to go with two free throws, 14 points. And Benjamin Rounds right now with 18 points on 6 deuces and 2 trays. So it's kind of nice. 18 and 14 out of your two bigs tonight. So that's kind of good. Actually, tonight, Jefferson is sitting right now at 44 points, which is one above what they average on the year, which is 43 points and giving up 60 on the year. So Coach Benish tonight playing without two starters. Daniel Alman, who was the leading scorer in the first ball game this year down at Jefferson. He threw in 12 points in a 53-45 defeat, as well as Chris DeCree, a 6'3" junior. That doesn't help because that took about 18 points out of their lineup tonight and giving additional playing time to kids that maybe aren't accustomed to that much playing time. So he's got to be kind of pleased with what's going on here tonight. All right, 5:23 to go in your ball game tonight, 52-44. Again, on kind of a rather warm little evening for February the 16th, 2016. Brost again, looking for a travel on top. No, Welper, nice crossover dribble, kick it over to Pankow. Brost, freshman on top, and Fang. Welper doing a nice thing. We cut through the lane, give a target with your hands. And Pankow sitting in there, over to Welper. And again, you got Splinter guarding the basket, meaning that anything goes towards that hoop is going to be carefully guarded. And Fang, I thought he'd load it up, but I guess not. Welper, double team. Oh, and there's Pankow. And a little 5-foot jumper from the short corner by Merritt Pankow, his first deuce of the night. 52-46, 6-point advantage. Rounds gave good hands. Hildebrandt, got to show those hands every time you cut. Give a target. Boy, battle between Pankow trying to deny Splinter, and nice, beautiful lob pass into Rounds, and that would be Benjamin's 20th point of the evening, averaging 23.1. Hit the 4-minute mark to go. 8-point Spartan advantage, 54-46 over the Jefferson Eagles. Welper, a little short. Third place and fifth place teams in the Rock Valley North Conference going at it here tonight. I want to say my next telecast is going to be in 2 nights from now. The Crimson Tide is in town. No, not Alabama, but Edgerton. Girls ball game, final home game for the Lady Spartans this year. So if you can, get out and show your appreciation for them. I would say it's senior night, but there are no seniors on this year's ball club, so it'll just be final home game for the Lady Spartans before they go into tournament action a week from this Friday down at Delavan Darien. So good luck to Coach Willickett and the Lady Spartans. 54-46, 3:25 to go in the ball game. And Fang, number 4 back in the ball game, Ian McGowan. And on top, guarded closely by Rounds. Ian McGowan, a 5'11" sophomore, and over the back is Merrick Pankow. Nice position that time by Brady Butler. Benjamin Rounds to inbound the ball. Eagles going with full court pressure. 3:08 to go in the ball game, 8-point advantage for the McFarland Spartans. McFarland Spartans trying to get there. Just looking this up again. Trying to improve their record to 12-8 and 9-5 in the Rock Valley Conference tonight. Seeding meeting will be coming up for them this Saturday. See where they're going to be headed in tournament play. Benjamin rounds. So every victory you can get might just help your seeding, that one extra spot you need. Brown's down low, and again, he's up in the air, and nobody's stopping him. And again, now you even got Brady Butler, 6'2", in there. Nice tip out by Welper. Pull up, 10-foot jumper, no good. And here comes Nolan Splinter, and Welper back to deny the rail splinter. His eyes were lighting up too. I don't know if he was going up for the flush. Fourth foul on Matt Welper, the leading scorer for Jefferson tonight, being held to 10 points. Nolan Splinter, boy, I really like what he's done with his free throws tonight. 3 for 3. Came in shooting only 33% from the stripe. Nolan with 15 points. Said he should have had a big night tonight. He and Benjamin Rounds with this decided height advantage. Oh. And of course, as soon as I say that, it's the Cather jinx. Welper being dogged by the Blender Butler. Anfang over Anfang. McGowan. Welper. There's Welper and tipped out of bounds. 2:14 to go in your ball game. 9 points Spartan advantage. 55-46. Tuesday, February 16th, 2016. 20 Sincata losing the ball on the drive, and as Hildebrand picks up the ball, a foul on Dustin Martin. So as Red Auerbach used to do with the Boston Celtics. Am I ready to light up that victory cigar yet? No, because it's still high school basketball. We're at a 3-possession game now, 55-46. Hopefully Nick Hildebrand will make this a 4-possession game, shooting 62% from the free throw line this year. Missed it. Only 1 for 3 for Nick tonight from the free throw stripe. And a foul on, I believe it was Nolan Splinter. His first foul of the evening, and boy, that's a rarity, because oftentimes there are many games I've done this year where Nolan getting into foul trouble in that, so he's had a much better game tonight, making better decisions, is playing better defense with his feet, not reaching, not pushing. Comes the double again. It's Rounds and Strode. The steal from Anfang. Nolan Splinter just ran over number 4, Ian McGowan, 5'11" sophomore, took a charge from 6'6" senior Nolan, the rail splinter. Now that took some courage to stand there and watch 6'6" Nolan Splinter come and barrel into you. We just went under 2 minutes. 3-possession ball game. Welper, kaboom! His second tray of the night, and we're down to a 2-possession game. 55-49. I said this is what McFarland did not want to get involved with. A white knuckler. $1:35 to go. 55-49. Great effort tonight by the Eagles, and there's going to be a big push on Welper trying to fight through the screen set by Nolan Splinter. That is a big screen to try and fight through, and he got tied up and just pushed Nolan. $1:30 to go in tonight's ball game. And Matt Welper, that just dumped his second tray, has fouled out of the ball game tonight. 3 deuces, 2 trays, and 1 free throw. 13 points for the leading scorer for the Jefferson Eagles. And a timeout is called by Coach Benish. 55-49. Again, you can join me 2 nights from now. Girls basketball. Again, I said during the last timeout. Crimson Tide of Edgerton in town. That'll be kind of interesting. We haven't seen Coach Willicott's Lady Spartans here for a while, so that should be fun to see them in their final home game of the season this year for the young Lady Spartans. It'll be kind of interesting also, young Spartans, because everybody is back next year for the Lady Spartans. So a lot of great experience this year that this team had a chance to accumulate. So hopefully it'll all pay dividends next year for the Lady Spartans. And again, please go to our viewing site, which is YouTube/McFarland Cable. And you can view this game at any time. Like I said, I usually go home after the ball game, and I watch it myself just to critique myself. People say, God, don't you get enough of yourself during the ball game, hearing yourself talk? Including my wife and others and that. But, nope, just like to see if there's anything I can do to make these telecasts even more entertaining and accurate and informative for you. So back to Nolan, the rail splinter, having a great night tonight, 3 for 4 from the stripe. And again, the K-third Jinx, 3 for 5. We're at a 2-possession game here. 5 Brost. McGowan. Brost. McGowan. Brost. And Fang over to Brost. Brost. And Fang. Boom, Evan and Fang, kaboom. Wow, and we've got a one-possession ball game here at 55-52 with 50 seconds to go. Highly unexpected here. And a timeout by Coach Meinholt. Trying to gather the troops here, because all of a sudden we went from, in about 50-second time limit here, from a 3-possession ball game to a 1-possession ball game with 2 3 balls by the Eagles of Jefferson. Again, Coach Benish, I believe, really has to be very happy with this effort. A lot of support here, I'm sure, from some of the hometown faithful that came from Jefferson here tonight, seeing a pretty entertaining game. And I think maybe the people on Parents' Night here, dear McFarland Spartans, kind of sitting back going, wow, how did this all happen? Playing the 5th place Jefferson Eagles tonight. But again, it's kids basketball. You never know what you're going to get every time out. A lot of things going on with kids. Nice breakout by Brady the Blender Butler. Ooh, and that was a slap to the face accidentally by number 4, Ian McGowan. Tell you, if we had a replay, college basketball, they would go play that back and see if that was a slap to the face. Nothing intentional, totally unintentional, but just overzealous. Ian McGowan going after Brady Butler. Now that was the 10th foul on Jefferson, meaning that Butler will be going to the stripe for 2 free throws. And Brady so far tonight, 5 for 6 from the stripe. And eyesight not affected on that one. Nice job, Brady. RELAX, relax, Aaron Rodgers, do your routine and knock it down. 5 for 6 to go with a deuce. 7 points tonight for Brady, averaging 5.4 the season. And splash it. Nice job, and we're at 57-52. 5-point McFarland lead, 44 seconds to go in your ball game tonight. Guess I should start to stand myself, raise my voice up, get a little excited as we're coming down the stretch. Evan and Fang, right baseline, a little strong, and air rounds up high for the board. Trying to control it, and Benjamin, you could see, he wanted to be in control of it. He wants to go to the free throw line and knock these babies down and get this up to a 3-possession ball game with, if he can knock down 2 free throws. We're 57-52 with 28.2 seconds to go in your ball game tonight. Benjamin Rounds shooting 2 on the double bonus. Yep. 0 for 3 tonight from the stripe from the line for Benjamin Rounds. Can't be happy with that. So this will keep it at least a 2-possession ball game, even with a knockdown free throw. Yes, it is. Hollering no foul from the McFarland bench. 4, McGowan. tied up. Sincata, and he is fouled by Brandon Green Acres. The one thing Coach Meinhold just putting his hands in his pockets, strolling away, and just going, what did we just say? Do not foul and put him on the line. Let him put points on the board with the clock not running. Because in high school basketball, that clock continues to run, so even on a made basket, you're going to take 3 or 4 more seconds off the clock. Oh, and a spin out by number 20, Jackson Cotta. His first missed free throw of the night after hitting 6 in a row, 6 out of 7. And now Benjamin Rounds is going to hit this first free throw. I'm going to, like Red Auerbach, light up that victory cigar. No, I can't do that. You can't smoke in the gym. Plus, also, I hate cigars. Not healthy for you. But anyways, got to have a little fun saying it, right? There we go. Benjamin Rounds 0 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. And gets his first basket. Benjamin Rounds 7 deuces, 2 trays, and a 1 free throw. 21 points for Benjamin. Nice close-up shot and knocks it down. 22 points. 16 seconds to go in the ballgame. 60-52 Spartans. Anfang driving to the basket. Kick it out. Number 4. And that is Ian McGowan, a 5'11" sophomore. Kaboom! Hitting the tray ball. Ian McGowan making it 60-55. Still a 2-possession ball game. 8.4 seconds to go. Again, thank you to the Herbots tonight, watching down in Houston, Texas. And I want to mention a hi from Jay and Lynn Hansen, Max and Sam, to Brett, Cheryl, Hannah, Jason, and Craig watching down in Houston tonight. What a birthday party for Sam I Am, Green Eggs and Ham Hansen. Wish he could have put up some points on the board tonight, but it's all right. Got some valuable playing time tonight. Did a couple of good things here for the Spartans, so hope you enjoyed it down in Houston. And you can call him up a little later maybe tonight and tell him you had another opportunity to watch him play into the corner. And we've got what looked to be a tie-up, but nope, it's a foul call on Evan Anfang. Benjamin Rounds going back to the stripe. Charity stripe with 7.2 seconds to go. Benjamin, 22 points on the night. Going to get 2 throws again on the double bonus. Nice close-up shot again. Wonderful camera work again by Mr. Patrick Moore out of Minneapolis, Mr. Ben Becks, and Mr. Andrew Day. Great on the cameras tonight. And another one, Benjamin Round, finishing 4 out of 4 on the stripe. And Ryan Denzer on the board with all your graphics. Little reverse layup. Peterson on the little reverse. Knock it down. And Zach Peterson closes out the scoring tonight for a 62-57 final score. So the answer to tonight's question was no, Jefferson was not able to come in here and upset the Spartans, but your Spartans were to put another W on the board heading into the seeding meetings coming up this Saturday and hopefully maybe improving where their first game or where they'll be headed to for that. So again, a 62-57 5-point victory tonight for your McFarland Spartans. So again, I want to thank my helpers. Again, can't do it without you guys. Great job tonight. Ryan Denzer doing the board with all the graphics, the scores, and all the other stuff. My halftime little trivia contest. Thanks a lot again, Ryan, doing a great job on the telecast. Also to Andrew Day, Patrick Morn, and Ben Becks on the cameras. Again, if you ever have any issues with viewing these games, you can always go to our website, which is YouTube/McFarland Cable, and that is where you can always view these games at any time. So again, my hope is this telecast provided you, the viewing public, tonight with an enjoyable evening of McFarland Youth Sports, and for the kids participating, another special memory for them, even for the little Poms we had tonight. Again, I feel honored and privileged to be given this opportunity, and be sure to either get here in person or join me for our next telecast on Thursday, February 18th, the Crimson Tide, not of Alabama, but Edgerton, girls basketball. So this is Bill, the Big K Cather, just living the dream, signing off, and reminding you all, stay healthy, stay positive, smile and laugh every day, live each day to its fullest, and God bless you. So long from McFarland, USA.